I'm Alice Wisler. I'm the author of 5 Southern inspirational fiction novels. They all take place in North Carolina. The most recent is called Still Life in Shadows, and it is actually based on the ex-Amish series, Amish Out of Order. I'm here today to talk about creating some of those fun and memorable characters. I love doing that. A lot of people will say my characters are quirky, and that's probably because they're Southern. When you're going about to create characters, I would suggest, first of all, to eavesdrop. Don't be afraid of that. So, when you're out in public, think about how you are going to gather or borrow characters and characterization and dialogue and description and words for your characters. You want them to be three-dimensional, not just flat. You want them to come alive. You want your readers to go, wow, I like that character. Is he real? Which happened to me one time when somebody asked me about one of my characters, a plumber in my second novel. She wanted to date him, and I had to say, oh, he's made up. I created him in my mind, but I'm glad you liked him. Carry a pad and a pen with you wherever you go, and jot down things. Jot down descriptions, hair colors. When you see somebody that you think, ooh, I like that hat. I like what she's wearing. I like that word that she uses or that phrase. Jot it down. You're borrowing it, and you can incorporate it into your novel. Another thing that's good to do is interviewing your character. Ask your character questions, okay? You probably have figured out already their description, what they look like, where they're from, their age, those kind of standard things. But you want to go deeper. You want to get into like their heart. So you want to ask some questions like, what is your favorite food? When was the first time you saw the ocean? Who is your first girlfriend or boyfriend? What are your fears? One of my characters feared flying on the airplane, which was crucial to the story. So everything, of course, had to be with her fear of the noise and sound of the engine of an airplane and actually getting on one, which she ends up having to do. After you interview your characters and you have the description of them, then you're going to incorporate them into your novel. So what you want to do is create a scene. And you have to bring the character in, and of course you have to give the character dialogue, because a good story always has plenty of dialogue. Where are you going to get your dialogue from? Again, you can eavesdrop. So take that pad and paper with you, and you're standing in line at the grocery store, or at the library, or at the mall, and start jotting things down, bits and pieces of things that you hear. My character, Ducey, a grandmotherly type in Mount Olive, North Carolina, she always says yes, yes, when she's talking. And I put that in the novel, and that's sort of her signature thing that she says. Other characters will have things that they will say. So as you work on your novel and think about all your characters and how to make them memorable and fun so that your readers will like them, just open up, see the world out there, borrow from what you see, and write them into your book.